Over a century ago, the National Geographic Society began helping visionaries and dreamers push to the wide world's end. Their mission was to study the marvels of Earth, sea, and sky, and bring the world along with them. For decades, Geographic's explorers and scientists brought back tales of distant wonders, of realms far beyond our imagination. They changed the way we see the world. But now, their mission itself is changing. Their passion now is to protect, to save this most fragile place, the Earth. But it's still a dangerous world out there. Some explorers risk everything to probe the primal forces of our planet. For Carsten Peter, the ultimate reward is found on the razor's edge between lunacy and bravery. Carsten's mission is dangerous, but danger has always been part of recording the changes of a changing world. In 1912, Mount Katmai in southern Alaska blew sky high, one of the most violent eruptions in recorded history. Yet Robert Griggs was determined to reach the center of the blast. For weeks, the explorers struggled through a volcanic wasteland. Finally, they trudged up one last ash-laden hill, and there it was, a vast panorama of geysers spouting steam 150 meters high. The Valley of 10,000 Smokes. Griggs would eventually lead no less than 6 National Geographic expeditions to the valley. His story spurred the designation of a 400,000 hectare protected area in 1918. Today, the geysers have collapsed, their steam dissipated. Without the epic determination of Robert Griggs, no one today would know that the Valley of 10,000 Smokes had ever existed. In the decades since, pioneers like him have brought back a treasure trove, irreplaceable images of vanished worlds. Worlds that beckon like a siren song to adventurers everywhere. Since the beginning, National Geographic explorers have been an unlikely cast of characters, obsessed with everything from mountains to insects, from dinosaurs to mummies, from shipwrecks to chimpanzees. But there's one thing they all need: money. National Geographic is a house of dreams, nurturing unlikely visions of the world. Explorers and scientists come from everywhere for help. So far, that help has totaled over 90 million US dollars. 7,000 grants to researchers from some 80 different countries. Their field of study? Just the world and all that's in it. It was a dream that came true. Paul Sereno has become one of the world's leading paleontologists.
Exactly 4 feet.
He's discovered over 20 new species of dinosaurs. He's what Geographic calls an explorer in residence, although the explorers are seldom in residence. Paul is almost always in search of the planet's past. This time, he's heading out to Central Africa. It's a slog, a journey of almost 1,600 rutted, jeep-breaking kilometers into the interior. It's also quite a challenge just to be there. The team suffers blinding sandstorms and the overpowering heat of the desert. But they're on the edge of something spectacular, a brand new giant. Their discovery is a 23,000 kilogram sauropod, an animal as big as a city bus. But something still keeps Paul up at night. The most critical part of the dinosaur is missing, its head. Paul's team is about to run out of time, and the dinosaur skeleton is still incomplete. But at the last moment, luck comes to the aid of science. But hours later, there's still nothing. Until they look just beside their Jeep. It's easy to believe that in the high-tech world of today, we've explored every corner of the planet. But 70% of the Earth's surface is water, and most of that is unexplored territory. Sylvia Earle's territory is the deep. But one kind of life always seemed unwelcome in the deep sea: human life. Then, in 1930, William Beebe and Otis Barton created a device called the bathysphere. Over 900 meters down, Beebe peered out into the inky darkness, into a night world of bizarre creatures that humans had never seen before. His accounts amazed the readers of National Geographic and triggered a wave of underwater exploration. The bathysphere had allowed a few to go deep, but then the brainchild of the great Jacques Cousteau gave divers a stunning new freedom. Sylvia Earle wanted to go deeper, and in 1979, she did. 380 meters down to the ocean floor, and so became the first and only person to walk at that depth without being connected to the surface. But the woman called her deepness still has the urge to go further down. When we get to the bottom of the sea, or the far reaches of the Earth, this is what we're longing to find. Each animal on Earth has a complex story, one we're still just learning to read. The National Geographic Society has always attracted people with a passion for distant places, calling to the hidden adventurer in us all. And some in every generation heed that call, taking risks, dedicating their lives to understanding the planet. But it's not just about the brave few any longer. The mission, in years to come, belongs to us all. One planet, one future.